Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Styx, Master of Shadows was one of my top 10 favorite video games of 2014, and became one of my favorite stealth video games of all time. Also, I just love the character of Styx. He's a complex, funny, witty, self-centered, crass, selfish, self-aware video game anti-hero, and I love him. So when I heard Styx, Master of Shadows was getting a sequel, we'd be seeing Styx again, another game starring our lovable, murderous, stealthy green goblin buddy. And so now I have played the sequel to Styx Master of Shadows, Styx Shards of Darkness, and let me tell you my thoughts on Styx Shards of Darkness. I'll be blunt and to the point. Styx Shards of Darkness is a sequel by every means of the word. Everything from Master of Shadows returns in Shards of Darkness. Design, mission setups, gameplay mechanics, controls, and even enemy types. But it adds several new bells and whistles. New mechanics, new abilities and equipment, some new enemy types, and whole new ways at customization and replayability. I'll put it plainly, if you liked the last game, you'll like this game. And you know what? I'm happy so much stayed the same from the first game. With a lot of video game sequels, there are so many different changes that the sequels, the games, almost feel like completely separate, completely different games from their predecessors, from their prequels. Sequels, the games that make you think, this is a sequel to that game? But it plays and looks so different. Halo, anyone? Which is why I'm really happy that when I started playing Styx Shards of Darkness, I was like, oh my god, this feels so much like Master of Shadows. Yay! The developers didn't try to overreach, they didn't try to rebuild anything from the ground up, they took what was great, they took what they were good at from Master of Shadows, and just did a little updating, a little upgrading with a few new additions, but no drastic changes. And Shards of Darkness, like its predecessor, is yet another fucking fantastic stealth game. If you've ever played Styx Master of Shadows, or Splinter Cell, or Dishonored, or Thief, you are going to love this game. It is pure stealth incarnate. Wherever video games make you feel like a total badass for mowing down hordes of enemies, Styx makes you feel badass because you're able to outmaneuver, flank, and sneak by hordes of enemies, while silently assassinating targets, stealing valuable items, and making your way from point A to B all without being seen by anybody. It feels goddamn great, and the excellent level design along with the excellent gameplay mechanics work in synchronization with one another, allowing for very personal, very player-influenced, player-created methods of stealth. There are tons of hiding spots and nooks and crannies in the levels, along with secret passages, multiple platforms to platform off of, multiple ledges to grab onto. There is no one way to complete a level, and I absolutely love that, and levels are so huge and so dynamic and so filled with so many opportunities for the player to take advantage of. The level design combined with the gameplay mechanics alone make the game so very replayable. Speaking of those gameplay mechanics, many of Styx's previous abilities from the first game's return, including invisibility, multiple means of melee stealth kills, a special detective mode vision, and Styx's signature ability from the first game, the ability to create a clone of himself. But this time the clone has many more options available with it. You can still use it to distract enemies, grab enemies, explode into a cloud of toxic gas, but now in Shards of Darkness you can make your clone turn invisible, but you can now also trade places with your clone, have your clone transform into you, as well as many more added features. There's also a new crafting system in the game, which is very addicting. I found myself searching the levels up and down for crafting materials in order to craft health and mana potions, lockpicks, traps, as well as other useful items. I think the crafting system is an excellent addition. It's very addicting, very satisfying. Also, for the first time in Shards of Darkness, you can now customize Styx with different outfits and different daggers, all of which have special buffs and debuffs, allowing for greater customization of Styx not only stat-wise but visually, but also tons of replayability, replaying missions with different outfits and different daggers for different stealthy playstyles on missions. And for those of you looking for the ultimate difficulty, the ultimate challenge, you can even play the game bare naked with your bare fists. No outfit, no dagger. You can play through the entire game that way if you want. good luck to you. Honestly, I could go on and on as to why the gameplay of Styx Shards of Darkness is so good. Whether it be the satisfying stealth kills, the platforming, the exploration of these massive levels, how there is no one way to reach an objective or complete an objective, and the stealth in general. Honestly, the gameplay of Styx Shards of Darkness is just excellent. The last game had excellent gameplay, this game has excellent gameplay, with some great new additions, and great new challenges to overcome. Now, actually talking about the title character and the story, Styx finds himself, decades after the first game, hanging out in a rotten, rundown trading market for thieves, going about his days stealing and killing. One day after a job, Styx is approached by Heleldrin, the captain of an infamous guild who is willing to hire Styx to steal a magical scepter. Styx goes to steal the magical scepter, only for things to go wrong, and now Styx must maneuver his way through dark elf politics on a crazy, twisted, dark fantasy adventure. This is a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, as lovable main character Styx is now more self-aware than ever, constantly breaking the fourth wall and pointing out all the cliches present in the story and the references to other works of fiction. However, the dark fantasy universe that Styx resides in, while having dark comedy within it, also has some serious lore behind it, if you take the time to listen and absorb. That is, if you're not too busy listening and absorbing everything Styx has to say. He is the star of the show, constantly chatting up a storm, spewing insults, jokes, references, quotes, you name it. Styx has something to say about it, or he's gonna make fun of it. I love Styx. With Master of Shadows and Shards of Darkness, he's easily become one of my favorite video game characters of all time. I love Styx. And one last thing I'd like to mention, one thing that really surprised me about Shards of Darkness is that it actually has some pretty decent boss battles. You wouldn't think that a stealth game could have any form of decent boss battle in it. Stealth games aren't really known for good boss battles. And while there are only a couple boss battles present in Shards of Darkness, they're actually pretty good, with some great music accompanying them, some actually intense, fast-paced moments of platforming, and clever use of stealth and using your environment to your advantage. Good boss battles in a stealth game. Who knew? Honestly, Styx Shards of Darkness is just overall excellent. I loved Master of Shadows, and I love Shards of Darkness. It's easily going to be one of my top 10 favorite games of 2017. And I'm easily adding it to the list of one of my new favorite stealth games of all time. It's a fantastic stealth game with fantastic gameplay, fantastic stealth gameplay mechanics, abilities, and toys to play with, amazing level design that is incredibly replayable with multiple paths to take, no one way to complete your objective, improved visuals from the first game, as this is a sequel, moving up from Unreal 3 to Unreal 4 graphics engine, and it definitely shows with much better textures and lighting. Animations are still a bit funky, but hey, it's a budget game. And Cyanide Studios is definitely getting better, especially with their cutscenes. Overall, Styx Shards of Darkness is an excellent video game, an excellent sequel, an excellent stealth game. I personally highly recommend the game if you played the first game and liked it. I personally highly recommend it if you love stealth games in general. I also personally highly recommend it if you love video game characters who are crude, crass, rude, and break the hell out of the fourth wall, like Deadpool or Lo Wang. Love this game. Love you, Styx. Never change. Anyways, that's been a video. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. And the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved in the video if you hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section down below. I love reading comments. Get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on Styx Shards of Darkness in the comment section down below. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.